There is no faster way to make static grass tufts than the way you will see it done in this video. Once you see it, please subscribe and we'd really appreciate it if you liked the video and shared it with other people who would like to save time making great static grass tufts. So let's get on with the setup, and then I'll show you a whole series of grass tufts being made. Okay, let's look at our setup. I've got a static grass king control unit grounded to a pan. In the pan, I've added some static grass. This is a mix of green for this particular demonstration. You can add whatever you wish. When I make flowers, I will use different lengths. When I make tree branches, I'll use other lengths. I'm going to use the alligator tool with a screen on it and a piece of baking paper. The alligator tool is something that you make when you make the Static Grass King kit. Instructions are in the book that you get when you buy the kit. Now, as far as the grass, whatever you wish, mix it, match it, and try it. You can make tufts of all different sizes, all different shapes. You can use this as a flock box. It's in fact really a DIY flock box. You can look at my other video with more detail on a DIY flock box. Now let's look at how this unit pulls the grass up to the paper. This is the technique used to make everything. Just pass the paper over. There's no glue or anything, but watch that grass. Come straight up to that. You can use that for wire trees, plastic trees, weeds. In this case, we're making tufts. You see this? Now we're going to move over it. We're going to add some glue, and we'll make tufts. Now we're going to add glue to the paper. You can make big tufts, small tufts, flowering tufts. Just add the glue. I use it undiluted, thick globs. Then what I'll do is come back over it with a brush and brush it out. I'll make whatever designs. I'm just making a series of small tufts. I'm going to actually use these in my own layout, and so that's why I've got the mix I want. I'll stick them into some grass mat and then work around it so that I can get a field full of weeds. So this is what we do. I'll just let this thing flow. You watch it. Add the alligator clip now, just like we did before. Add it so it's handy, so it goes upside down. Now I'm going to go over and I'm going to pass that over the top of the pan just like I did before. So we power up, give it a second, we're powered up, we come right back, lower the camera so that you can see. Give me a second to lower the camera and make sure it's focused. Now we're going to go right over the top and watch this grass pull right up onto the glue. Gives me a second. All right, there we go. Tufts are almost finished. That stuff pulls it fast. Now it's a lot faster when you're not playing with the video. Look at that. I'll show you pictures of finished tuft here in a second. But that's all you have to do to make tufts. You can make a lot of them. And like I say, mix your grass, make different stuff. To make flowers, what I do is put on very small dots. I'm not going to put a lot of dots on this because it takes time to do that on video. I'll just put down a couple lines to show you what it looks like. I also will change the flock or static grass in the pan. I'm going to add some 8 and 12 millimeter grass to some of the green base so that when it pulls up, I have a couple distinct and definite difference in size. So give me a second to put up these dots. Notice we don't have to use forms, we don't have to do anything. This glue will pull right off that baking paper once it dries. Very simple way to make very small tufts and flowers. All right, here we go. We hook it on, and I've got, like I say, I've got a different mix in here than I had before. All right, turn it on. Over we go. Take a look here. How fast it is to make these flowers. Don't limit yourself to using these for flowers. They make great weeds, and they also can be used as nice grass tufts in their own right. They're versatile, and like I say, just keep changing your mix and get the look that you like. Now let's go on and make some brown tufts. People love brown tufts. Here they are. I've set this up as a flock box. Once again, all I did was I changed the pan to a baking pan out of the kitchen, turned it upside down, and grounded it. It works. It's somewhat more convenient in a sense because there's no rim on it, and you get the clip close. But to make these brown tufts, once again, I add a bunch of small dots. You can make the tufts as big or as small as you want. Sometimes you want larger ones to make small, weed patches. You can use real long, 12 millimeter long static grass to make reeds. You can stretch it out and make reeds, make a long thin strip of them. You can also use this to make long strips to make a wheat field or rows of a tall plant. Look how fast that is. It takes longer to talk than it does to make the things. If I'm not on video, I can just make a whole bunch of these screens with a bunch of dots on them, and bang, out they come. They're beautiful, very fast, very easy. Let's turn this thing off and discharge it so we don't get zapped. There's 15 kilovolt ANION generator there. And this is a selection of tufts that I make this way. I'm making these for my own layout. There's some small tufts in there, and there's also some wider tufts. I use them in scenes like this. This is a scene I made that's got the flowers made by this technique, and around the edges of the yard in this farmhouse, I have other grass tufts. Go ahead, use your creativity, make all the tufts you want. It's very easy. More information about the Static Grass King is below. I hope that this has been informative. If it has provided you good information, please hit the like button. Then, if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments box below. I respond to all comments within a day or two. And if you would like me to make another how-to video on modeling, please let me know what you would like in that comments box. If you know of any other modelers that may be interested in this information, please share it. Subscriptions help both of us. When you subscribe, YouTube will notify you of any new videos that we post by making a note in your YouTube subscription feed. And it also helps us in notifying others about our work. One or all of the above will be most appreciated. Many thanks, and have a good day.
Wow, what a show, babe.